イギリス・ウェールズ地方、その海岸沿いには古い歴史を持つ小さな町が点在しています。いつもは静かな田舎町ですが、夏には美しい海を求めて観光客が集まり、多くの人でにぎわいます。産業の基盤が観光であるこの町にとって、多くの人々が使った水をちゃんときれいにして海に返すことはとっても大切なこと。この小さな町が抱える大きな課題に対して、創業時からずっと水に関わる事業を行ってきたクボタだからこそできることがありました。
So I've been involved in looking at high quality effluent treatment and drinking water treatment for quite a number of years now. The two things that matter most to public health are quality of water you drink and the treatment of the water that you've used. Because if you don't do that, you get cholera outbreaks, you get all sorts of other diseases, typhoid, typhus, all of these things have gone from Western societies. In the water industry at that time, the regulations were very weak. That meant that your quality of water that was going into the sea was very poor. And the number of sewage works, for instance, around the coast in the UK was very low, where they were collecting the effluent and pouring it into the sea almost untreated. People were increasingly saying, you can't just throw things in the sea, because when the tide turns, it comes up on the beach. So the European Union put together some regulations, and the Bathing Water Directive was one of those key regulations. And that brought in high quality requirements for bathing water beaches. Places like Wales, they have a lot of coastal resorts, and they often have treatment works quite close to the town. People to be walking on the hillsides or on holiday and saying, what a lovely view, oh look, there's a sewage works. So there was an important requirement to make it compact, make it high quality, and make it invisible.
So I'm Andrew Burgoyne. I'm the Process Engineering Manager for Welsh Water, and I came to work in Wales because of the MBRs. So with an MBR, you get disinfection inherent with the membrane. So this MBR treats a flow rate of about 33 litres a second. So that takes all the sewage from the local businesses and homes and takes it through the MBR and treats it to a condition that it can be discharged into the sea. So the advantages of the MBR are that you can fit it on a small footprint. I found that the Kubota MBR produces a very high quality effluent. That's why an MBR is a very compact process.
More people want to go in the sea, and before it'd be like, oh no, you don't want to. But there's sewage going into the sea, but now it's much better. So it's really important that everything in the sea is clean, and definitely.
I live here on the farm, going Cynyddion all my life, and it's been in the family about 300 years, generations. Down in Llanbedr, it's quite a tidal river there, so high tide, it does come over the floodplains. Just nearby the plant there. We have the livestock grazing there on the grass, so imperative it's quite clean, so it is really. So around this area it's quite sacred in a way. From the hills you've got the lakes, and there's some stories to them, like going back generations. So yeah, I mean it's very important, good quality and clean. I wouldn't think so. They drive past it quite often, I don't think they look, and there's no noise, no smell or nothing there. It's quite inconspicuous, they just pass. No, it's very good.
The water industry people at the time, this was almost magic. That you could take something like sewage, put it into a tank, and what comes out is so clear and clean. And one must remember that probably the most important medical advance of the last 1,000 years is not penicillin, it's not any of these wonderful drugs that are around, it's not heart transplants, because we have recognised that that is important. So that's where I see the biggest advances have been made. So if I've made a small contribution to making that a little bit better, then I'm happy about it.
使った水をきれいに処理して自然に返す。それは人間が健康に暮らしていくために最も大切なことでした。 クボタの駅中幕は目立たない形で暮らしに寄り添いながら、その大切な仕事に日々黙々と取り組んでいるのです。今日も世界のどこかで壁がある、だから行く。